Hey everybody, how is it going? It's Friday night. It's D&D time.
Yeah.
I am excited. Just letting you guys know that Coleton will join us as soon as Paylor allows him, because the reserve. Deal with that stuff. But hey guys, welcome to Divide and Conquer's Sacred World. This is a 5th edition game based on the Pathfinder Inner Seas, using the Greyhawk Pantheon, a little bit Taldora, Innistrad, and Ravnica, and Age of Maya all wrapped into one beautiful campaign. We have a lot of sources. Don't worry, one day it'll just be one source. But this campaign is a lot of sources. All the sources. Do we have any special announcements? I know that we should give a shout out to our goodest of boys, Kay the Mighty. Because, if someone wants to put his Instagram on there, that'd be cool. Our bro is...
I'm sorry. At work, I was kind of thinking about you. Like, are we promoting Kay?
Yeah, we need to.
Are we promoting him today? Okay. Well, hello, folks. Are you looking for some nice custom knives, some nice custom leatherwork? Just go to. I'm waiting for the link because I don't remember the
There's the link.
There you go. The Instagram Lionheart Customs Creation. If you want some beautiful knives, some beautiful leatherwork, some beautiful hat with skull on it, look him up. DM him up.
Look at that. I'm trying to make sure
Move
that...
Move over, Vanna White. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Look at all his beautiful knives.
Yeah, but seriously though, all his custom works of knives, they do look very awesome, and he's a great. He's an IRL artificer. I'm a artificer in game. He's an IRL artificer.
Yeah.
He also does. He does dice trays too. Yeah. Leather dice trays, like custom ones.
I saw him. It looks really cool. It looks really, really cool.
Oh yeah.
Please go give him some love. And we'll put the link in Facebook and on the YouTubes and on Spotify in the future.
Yeah.
So other than that, I guess going to our pre-use. I guess. Second shout out is Talon Claw, which make these amazing dice vaults and dice trays and DM screens and spell slot holders. Some of these might be a thing for tonight.
Yeah.
And some really cool, just a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Their Etsy is down below. If you use the code Divine Conquer, get 10% off, which is really cool. I believe they're having a sale on their Pride dice. Their Pride Council of 7 volts.
Their Pride Council 7. Those are on sale currently,
which is super cool. V-Day is coming up, so go get something nice for your sweetie. Also, things of purchase, you can buy some of our merch. We got like stickers and flags and t-shirts and special Spore Boys and special Devil Boys. The info is also down below. So
we got Spore Boys and Devil Boys and Holy Boys. We got all the boys.
Every single boy you could think of. Who's your boy? It's there. If you guys want something, that's pretty cool. The info is down below as well. You can just go to our TeePublic. Also, if you ever just do go to TeePublic, make sure you don't space out Divine and Conquer. Just Divine and Conquer, no spaces, and you'll find us. Any other special announcements? So now let's get into character introductions. Hi guys, I am Jesus. I'll be y'all's dungeon master. To the that way is a Jeremiah. Who are you playing?
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I am playing Rognarv Full Better. I don't know why I said hi, but I am a Hill Dwarf Artificer Battlesmith.
You're not a high elf, not anymore.
Yes, I only have one baby right now, and I'm upset.
And Coleton will be piloted by Jeremiah for purposes of battle and stuff like that. Vic, who are you playing?
Hey, it's me. I'm Vic, and I'm going to be playing West, the human barbarian warlock druid.
Is there more?
Satan is my co-pilot.
Hey, Dickie, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Dickie. I'm playing Oleg, the hunted half-orc fighter, lead singer, car salesman.
He has so many professions.
Quite the repertoire.
His resume just increases on the daily. Hey Tabby, who are you playing?
Hello everybody, I am Tabatha. I will be playing Cole, the Tiefling Cleric. I'm a nervous boy.
Nervous. It's
Nervous boy.
It's the nervous rock. And Lynn, hiding from us. Who are you playing?
Hi, I am playing Adipocere, the half-elf Circle of Spores Druid. He's very confused on what's happening right now.
As you should be.
So confused, won't show his face.
That's the mood right now. But let's roll that intro, shall we? Hey, Lynn and Vic, you got a thing that you needed to promote? I'm putting you on the spot.
Sure.
You mentioned it. I'm putting you on the spot.
Hey, Lynn.
Yes, Vic?
Did we post something on Patreon and forget to announce it?
Heck yeah, we did.
Absolutely.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, so right now, our patrons, we dropped, for the Valentine's season, we decided to share a little bit of love with all of you, and we made Valentine's cards using your favorite bros and maybe favorite ranger. And maybe favorite ranger.
Here, I'm going to put them in the our Discord.
Absolutely, yeah. So
this,
we
so you
have
guys can see it real quick.
pre-made cards, and we also have blank cards, so if you want to, write your own Valentine, you can.
Oh my god. I'm going to steal some of those.
There you go.
Cute.
There you go.
Well, that's amazing. That's adorable. After the cuteness, let's get to the depression of this game.
Yay.
So,
Yes.
to recap what happened last time. The Elysian Vagabonds were involved in a war between the Herd of Storms and Whitestone. And as you guys fought and did as much good as you could, eventually facing the leader of the Goliaths, this relentless warrior by the name of the Doomwalker, Rognarv giving the final blow. But noticing that there still was the effects of the Crimson Moon was still out there. Grog giving a final speech. A part of the army bowed and left as free warriors. Some stayed and continued fighting as you guys traveled to where you thought the source was. Not really finding any indication, but finding a weird thing with 5 guards outside of a establishment. And sneaking by them, also in a odd intersection, seeing Sylvia's husband kill some of these guards before, as they kind of impaled each other. Saying a very sinister thing, if I remember correctly, will swallow them whole, the lot of them, Asmodeus Snake. There was some concubines in the establishment, which you guys opened the door, said no to, and closed it, and their little guard cats came out and attacked you guys. One disappeared, seeing its partner dying. As you guys went further down into this establishment, learning that it was a store from with the Wheat Fellows, that noble family that you heard of long ago with the No Priestess at one point. As you guys are moving further down into this odd establishment that has more and more, you encountered the strangest thing after solving a puzzle. And an archangel came to Ariell and asked for the book to face his day in court in heaven and to bring an end to this for Mechanus, a very he, God, and the entire existence of all that is, foresaw a cataclysm based on Ariell's touching the book. That was the root of this. It was predetermined. As Ariell was about to agree and serve his day in court, another angel, this one fallen, came and essentially said that it was only her that could bring divine justice to Ariell for his theft, and casted that archangel into hell. Very confused as to what the hecking is happening.
What the hecking?
That is where we're going to continue. As what the frick is the
What the hell?
It's called Sacred World in parentheses. What the frick? So
What the hell?
let's move you guys to set destination and stop this happy music because we ain't happy no more.
Yeah, it's not happy.
But happy music.
I felt safe.
That's your first mistake.
Oh,
Feeling anything at all. So, to describe the room that you guys are currently in, you went down a set of stairs. As you can see, Cole being pushed through the set of doors on the other side. There's more stairs leading downwards. The stonework is beautifully made. Rognarv, not to compare with the quality and craftsmanship of the dwarven stone, but it's really well made. Mm-hmm. You see that altar with a thick, dark book. You see a 9-foot-tall skeleton. The corpse of the elven... No, sorry, he's not a skeleton, he's full-fleshed. A 9-foot-tall doppelganger. The elven woman that was making the magical items in this location, and 2 people of royalty that Wes you would recognize and Ariell would recognize as the people that the Knoll and the Doppelganger disguise themselves to imitate as royalty from Whitestone. The smell of sulfur is still in the air. The room is oddly half divided. From Oleg, Cole, and Rognarv, you feel almost a increase in heat, and to their other side, it's just freezing cold. As the temperature is going to level out, and almost looks like nothing happened. The portal where the angel fell up from is no longer there. There's no indication. There's no broken tile. There's nothing. Elysian Vagabond, so what do we do?
This was something I meant to ask last time. So the bodies that are around the altar, they're skeletal, like
No,
they look like they've been.
They're flesh. They're
Okay.
bodies.
But they're not alive.
They're Addie
They can be.
Addie
they are alive.
did check them out. There's something weird about them. They're rubbery.
Mm-hmm.
There's
no rigor mortis.
Yes. There's something odd about them. They're fully clothed, some weapons here and there.
All of them are?
All of them.
Ew.
You just see Ariell in the corner just confused.
Okay.
You hear him mutter, I just don't know what to do. And
Yeah,
just
What
goes
was
forward.
that?
Oh.
I just gonna ask, he's very confused on what he just saw.
Cole just that was an angel, and that was a fallen angel. That's what that was.
Okay.
That's
As
up
you
for you?
say fallen angel, Ariell would say, that is a fiend. She is no longer an angel.
Rognarv
But-
is gonna.
She was one.
He stays quiet. Rognarv?
Rognarv's gonna be right there. Just gonna walk, kind of go like this with the shield to let Skiwalk perch on it. It was like, and look directly at Ariell at first. I'm like, this book of yours. What is this? What is that supposed to be? Ever since joining this party, everybody is just after that book.
This is why I don't read.
Oh.
Colton,
Speak of the angel
Oh.
and he shall
Come
come.
here!
you want to
Colton, do you want to answer
wanna
this
answer that?
question?
Did you hear? Is he in Discord?
He's on Discord.
Okay, he's on Discord. Yeah. Did you hear?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear
no,
my
I didn't
question?
hear. I didn't hear
Okay.
anything.
Rognarv again. He was like, "What is this book? What? Ever since joining this party, everybody's just after that book. Every time Bram is starting to get in trouble, we're getting in trouble. I'm getting in trouble." And it looks directly at Cole afterwards. The Doomwalker saying that I killed the wrong one, looking at you.
That's right.
Wait.
And then I'm like, and then
I moved the
and
map to
then-
try to align with the grid.
and then the thing that happened outside
It
with
didn't work. Okay.
another worshipper of Farlagon killing people just outside, killing guards, speaking about Asmodeus. What is this supposed to be?
I'm unsure as to why so many people have such a keen interest in this book. However, it is an item
That-
from another realm. It was a diary of sorts of an archangel named Avacent. Avacent was one of Lamash II's lovers, as was Lyra, former goddess I used to worship. It seems both heaven and hell are waging war over ownership of this book, but in the circumstances, especially in the last few months, I feel I need to learn more about the contents of this book. Every time we seem to read it, we find out a small bit of information in addition to what we already know.
Gods are waging war for this book.
Yes.
And we're stuck in the middle.
And where the mortals
Well,
that's
mortals.
holding it? Like, yeah, Rognarv doesn't know. Like, and we're mortals that's holding the book. Why not give it to the gods? One of them.
I wanted to do that. However, if you recall, when we first arrived in Whitestone and I was attacked, it seems there are forces, even in the heavens, that want this book for reasons not of the light. If Lyra and Avacent's betrayal has shown me anything, it's not everyone in heaven can be trusted, and until I find out who can be and who is pursuing this, working alongside forces of hell, I feel it'd be unwise to blindly hand it over.
You're a worshipper of Pelor. Hand it over to Pelor. What has he done here? More destruction to Whitestone, a city that's supposed to be worshipped for him. I haven't
gods
seen
work in
I haven't
mysterious
seen his
ways.
hand in this war.
If gods were involved in every act of man, what kind of society would that be? No one can make their own decisions.
Yeah, but I mean, Rognarv did have a point. You trust Pelor, why haven't you given the book to him?
You, West, hear a voice in your head. Mate, you bring others here too. Palo gets involved. The others get involved. Why do you think they don't meddle? If one moves a hand, the others move another hand in retaliation.
Again,
Yeah, but this is all so stupid.
You say that out loud.
I am saying that out loud.
Just that one. We didn't hear the
Yeah,
other
I
one.
wouldn't-
Yeah, you didn't hear the other half of that conversation. We hear Wes.
We didn't hear Daddy, unfortunately.
Ariell kind of looks a little like taken aback. He's like, okay. Well,
Oleg's not paying attention to anybody. He's checking the altar out.
Okay.
I don't want to return the book again at this moment because I do not know who can or cannot be trusted in heaven. If I go to heaven, even if I go to Paylor, from the sounds of it, it seems like they will put me on trial. And I do not have faith that such a trial would be fair when I have certain forces moving against the light.
I want to get back to what Oleg is doing, but before that, based on story, Ariell, Cole, roll me a religion, and Rognarv, roll me a religion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Also, just a heads up, Jesus, for the next maybe 15 minutes, I'm going to kind of be like tension divided because I'm in the middle of doing geology homework as well that's due in 2 hours.
Sure, I get it.
Godspeed.
So if you need me and I don't respond, just yell my name.
Okay.
Also, I wanna know a little bit as well. Rognarv's just like gonna kind of sit down a little bit, not really take a short rest in a way, but like grab the core that he uses for Brum.
Sure.
Basically just kind of put a chain on it and he wants to wear it like a necklace.
No problem. You're doing so.
Like nothing really like, oh, it's a magical component or anything. No, it's just a reminder, I guess.
Okay. Roll that number and keep it to yourself.
Okay.
1 second.
Hold on, Jesus. I'm sorry, because
Yes.
for whatever reason, now D&D Beyond's acting up
Okay.
for me.
Oh, that's fun.
Nope.
Fantastic.
I rolled a 24 for religion.
No.
Okay.
by the way.
That's a pass.
hold on.
Keep that too. I guess just hold off on that.
I'm just trying to remember what it was. Oh my god.
Yeah. When you pull it up, just roll and then keep that number to yourself. So you got a little bit of time. Oleg, as you look through this altar and you're seeing the book, you're seeing that the letters are in a language that you do not understand. There is a cup of what looks to be wine, but the closer you get to it, it just looks like diluted blood. You see a pen quill that doesn't look like it will absorb anything, but you can kind of picture what goes on here. And then something changes. The lettering starts moving and shifting. And was Common or Orcish your first language?
First language is, drum roll please. First language is, keep the drum roll, common.
Okay, so they would change two letterings to Common. And in the context of this book, you are you're not noticing this until Addie, your passive perception, will notice. Oh, like you're just looking at the book. And almost from Addie's perspective, at the corner of your eye, you see that the pages start flipping. And you're understanding and you're reading the context of this book. It has odd rituals and seminars. To whom this will be, to all that this would be. She sees the preciousness in all life, values all life, the hurt and the tortured amongst all. We have, and when you say we, it's an odd text, like almost, it sounds like it's excluding some, but at the same time adding the previous, so the suffered and tortured. We have been received by the younger races and the ones who walk in the light, those surface dwellers. We have been received with hatred. The sun is blinding and it stings, and this is an intentional plot. All in this world are my children. All beasts, all monsters, the uglies, anything who has been discarded and unwanted, anyone who has been unloved, all that are not so beautiful, they are all sacred. And Addy, you're just seeing the plate just flip as you're kind of looking at him just reading this. What do you guys do?
For the next 15 minutes, that's what I'm doing.
You
like,
okay?
with
That's
the
what you
chain
do.
and stuff.
Ariel, you're focused on that. Cole.
DM,
Yes.
I got my religion.
What's your religion?
31.
31. Okay. Rognarv, what was your religion?
18.
18.
With
Okay.
disadvantage.
You would know the name Mechanus. Mechanus is a plane of existence. It's a plane of total law. And when I mean law, I mean, well, that's what you would know. Ariell would know that Mechanus is a god. Mechanus is an infinite god who wages nothing in the material world, cares nothing for anything. Mechanus, it just is. It's almost like saying, I am worshipping gravity. Gravity is. It is a fundamental principle. Mechanus is all fundamental principles.
So Cole pretty much going off on a little bit of a
Yes.
nerd tangent with that.
And if Colt 31,
Yes.
Mechanus has spoken to others, that's kind of an important deal. The god who does not speak is speaking. Something is off. The fundamental laws of existence are off. And as you think that, you're going to see these two little guys just pop into existence. Which,
Once again.
yes, they both look at each other and start walking around, bouncing off of things. One even flies kind of awkwardly, and you see that one goes over to this book, and the other one looks.
The fuck are those?
You're saying that, and they're interacting with this book. Kind of grab it, and that's where Oleg, you were reading, and they kind of just grab the book from you. They're maybe about a foot large, all around, just gold metal with these wings, and you can swear you hear little gears in them. They have this odd centered eye that kind of moves all around, oddly.
And they are speaking?
No, they're speaking.
Okay, so I haven't seen this. Like Jeremiah have.
Yeah.
Rognarv, I don't think Rognarv have.
And then when they both look at each other, they're just saying beeps and boops. Yes,
Oh,
Cole.
okay. I was just curious to know if it was celestial. That was all.
So it's R2D2 and
It's kinda. It feels like it. Like the sentence structure matches, like the beats, but no, they're just beeps and boops and beep, 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 beep. They kind of go over to Ariell, and they just grab your bag again, where the book would be, and when you swipe it off, they both look confused, and then it's explode.
Oh, jeez.
They explode?
Yep. They just
What
vanish.
They've done so many times.
Yep.
What the heck is that?
So
Those
you
are
would
from
know.
the celestial plane.
Yeah.
So-
Fucking nuisance.
So what I was reading is gone.
The book is still there. They were just picking it up, and one said one was Actually, I would like everyone to roll me a insight check. It's a very low DC, but let's see if we can get that. And just call them out when you have it.
24.
Yep, for sure.
16.
Yep, that's pass.
19.
12.
Pass.
16.
What
17.
Wes, you're like, I think that's what he said. I don't know what he said though, but that's weird.
Yeah.
They went to the book that you were reading and kind of interrupted you, Oleg, and grabbed it and put it back as one was saying like, no, not that one. Went over to Ariell and started grabbing onto his bag, and then where Ariell physically moved one, they both disappeared. But
Wait,
yes,
so
what are Ariel saying?
what-
They are from the celestial plane.
This is just getting weirder and weirder.
So, let me get this straight.
To...
You're being hunted by literal gods because you took a book.
Maybe it's past the expiration date from the library. Should have.
Damn it, that was the plot this whole time? Ariell has
I
overdue
did not-
fees to the library.
I did not take the book per se. It fell to earth, and something this important to both.
Well,
Hell
here's
and heaven is obviously something that should not be in hands of mortal men.
So once you got the book, you never looked to return it.
As I've said, I've thought about returning it many times, but something is not right in the power balance of heaven. and hell.
Here's the thing. It fell from, I guess, up there, so heaven.
Yes.
So obviously they own it. Why not give it back? If it fell upwards or went up, then it's
It's not
theirs.
too much power for one person to have.
Oleg,
the
I
book
would like you
belongs
to roll
to
me a
someone who
d20.
is no longer.
Say again?
A d20, no modifiers, just a d20. And I'll get to you in a second. Sorry to interrupt, Ariell.
Very good. The book belonged to someone who is no longer associated with the light. They have fallen to the darkness with Lamashtu. I cannot return the book until I have the answers of who is pulling the strings behind everything.
But why
I sent you the roll on Messenger.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not have someone else do it?
Such as?
No, if I see a book on the ground, I walk around it.
This is no ordinary book.
I mean, have we tried? I mean, obviously we haven't really. But did we want to try to, understand more of it in order to figure out what to do with it?
Yes. We need information more than anything.
So
But
what
right
is
now,
it?
we need to stop an apocalypse from descending upon Whitestone.
And
Every
we're-
second we waste here, more people above us die.
Yeah, and we're standing in a basement where two giant angels were fighting over you. So we probably shouldn't be standing here for very long, in case one of them comes back.
I think I know.
I
what,
kind of like
which
look
one
over
will
to the
come out.
ground where I kind of look over to the ground, and I'm just look back at West, and I'm like, you make a good point. We should probably keep.
And
moving."
and also Rognarv will
Let's
look
go.
down. We're like, wait, this is where. Continue what you say.
Should we continue downstairs?
Yes.
there-
If you want,
They came downstairs.
if you think that we could find more information regarding the book,
I mean, not
you all can move
information.
ahead, and I can try to open it again. I don't want to put the party, at risk for if anything occurs like what happened in the tavern the last time. I
Okay.
opened it.
What?
If
You opened the book. What?
It nearly killed us, but I am.
Why would you open it again?
It nearly killed us because someone decided to use magic on it. Very specifically,
Yes.
someone decided to use magic on it, and that's when it decided to kill us.
What I didn't,
don't know
I
what
had no issue with it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Cole from the background.
No.
Wait, what?
No, Cole just being like, what? I casted magic on it and I had no issue.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
point is, it doesn't
what-
always try to kill us, only when we fuck with it.
What?
I can try to open it and read, see if anything else makes sense, but I would like to do so.
Do you
Without
want to
the
do
rest
that
of you.
here? We can wait and do this elsewhere where we know we're safe. I don't think
Yeah,
now
that's
is the
a great
time.
idea. Let's just keep going.
I mean-
just Cole from
Very
the
well.
back.
Those two big angels came here. if you take the book out, open it, don't you think they're gonna sense something is happening and they're gonna come back?
It is always a possibility. But if you want, I can wait until we have finished what we've set out to do here.
So what? We go downstairs or we help the people outside? Or
Yes.
find answers?
There may be a chance of us being able to go downstairs and stopping whatever the hell is going on outside.
We don't even know what's happening outside.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what's going on outside. Or I don't know.
Atticus,
Okay.
what's happening outside? Rocky, hello? Hello? I'm physically tapping it.
And you hear the response.
Oh.
We're out of range. Sending stone's supposed to not have out of range things.
I'll pull up the
That's
sending
not
stone
good.
and I'll ask Sylvia if she knows what's going on.
You grab the sending stone as well? Is that what you said?
He's I think contacting
Not the
Sylvia.
Rocky Talkie. I'm gonna use the actual sending stone that I have and give you to her. See if that works.
I'm sorry, I was typing one more time. Apologies, one more time.
Instead of using the Rocky Talkie, since that didn't work, maybe the sending stone
Okay,
itself
yes.
will work. So I'm gonna try that.
Okay. What do you say?
I'm going to contact Sylvia and say, Sylvia, it's Ariell. Is everything okay up there? What's happening?
Hi, fine. You. That's all you hear. Just
Riveting. Let's go downstairs.
I heard fine. I heard fine. So that's all that really matters. So let's keep going.
Cole's just kind of like, yeah, let's go downstairs. Just
As soon as I get there, I'm gonna grab Cole, pull him back. Even though I'm short, I just go back there.
just grab him by his braid. He's fine.
okay. As
Go back there.
What? What?
Let the big boys handle the front.
So nothing else you guys want to do here? You're just heading down.
Yep. On a move.
I don't. Yeah, if that's everybody wants to do, we'll start heading down.
Yes, I guess if we're just
To the player is not the character, and that's for Dickie. For the last question, so Dickie is aware, Oleg is not. All right, as you guys are heading down, if nothing else is happening, as you guys start moving down the steps. Yes.
There is one thing Cole wanted to do. It's a really long shot. He was gonna cast just on the altar itself in the area. It's a long shot. He was gonna just cast a level 4 Dispel Magic.
Sure.
Are we gonna have?
You
a
would
nuke
have to
again
pick.
here?
It's either the area or like specific item. So your call.
The area.
Okay. Make me a strength saving throw.
A strength save?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck. 15?
15. As you do, and you move your hands around and start the incantation to dispel the effects within the area to see what happened. You see a shimmer around the book as you bounce back. But when you're bouncing back, you're noticing one specific thing. Oleg is looking at you as you bounce back, and you move back 10 feet before you get a sense of confusion from Oleg. And yeah, that's gone now.
Oh.
I'm gonna try the walkie-talkie again.
The
Okay.
fuck was that?
Walkie-talkie.
I don't know. I just
Sylvia, can you hear? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, just Cole being like, I don't know. I thought like if I casted Dispel Magic, I could possibly reverse what's going on if it was for whatever reason something that happened in this room.
And as you try contacting Sylvia, you get the effects again. It's just every other word's being heard. But you do grasp that she's fine. Is Samuel with you? And that's it. Yeah, so, Oleg, you have no idea what was happening, but you feel a lot better now.
God, much better.
Ariell will be like, well, darling, this happened.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell her over Rocky
I don't know that
Talkie.
person.
The thing that I need to tell her in person.
As you guys are moving down, I love these little things because nobody knows what happened. I love this. As you start walking down the stairs, you will see that again. You see the stone walling, the stone floors. Everything was made with intent, crafted. This took time. This took effort. This took energy. Let me move this map to the back to show you guys your new map.
Go get out of the circle.
I'm not anywhere near that. Oh,
As I'm,
excuse me, I'm over here then.
as you guys place yourselves wherever you want.
Sure.
You can't pass the bars
How do you
just
stay
yet.
away from the damn circle?
You cannot pass these bars just
Fine.
yet. Anywhere you want
So-
here. Let me
Okay.
describe the room,
Oh.
and then you might change your mind, or you might do that. So, as
So we're all right here, or
yes, you are behind this. This wooden door is actually barred. So you see this room that
Don't
has
pass this
these.
line.
Correct. Yeah. Has these oval shapes, and you see the stairs leading down below. You see blood all around the floor. You see a layer of skulls elevating the stone statue of this woman with 8 hands, and in each hand there's a different blade, and she is just stoic. Steps leading downwards in. And as you do this, there's steel bars that are separated by 2 inches each one. I need everyone to roll me a perception. I'm gonna move Oleg over here just because technically you have not passed.
He Bethesda clipped through the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
not net 20.
Dirty 20, okay, that's good.
22?
Pass.
I have a 27.
But yeah,
Natural 20.
20, yeah, pass. All of you guys are doing good. Yeah, passing.
23.
14.
14 still sees it. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know
What?
if it
No.
matters, but it is a net 20 plus 7.
I'll give you a thing. Yeah. What did the West get?
3.
Okay, cool. You don't see it.
Natural 1.
You're doing good.
You see
good,
in
darling.
writing at top. The first thing that everybody sees is red little marks throughout, and when you take a step back, you're seeing that there's 3 bloody handprints on the bars.
Where's the? You said this door
this door is
the
your
bars, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Those doors are bars themselves. It looks just like a silver iron, but there's stains on it. Wes, you're just kind of looking at that statue, and it just looks weird. The swords look sharp.
A lot of arms.
Yeah, she does have a lot of arms.
1, 2, and comes out to 2.
And it says on there in common at the top, only with blood may you pass. Walk freely. Only
Addie
with,
can't read.
then you
so
don't know. So it
is-
says letters. But those that can read common, only with blood
Let's
may you
read it out
pass.
loud.
Walk free.
Well, I was just gonna be like, can Addie cast gaseous form and just go through the bars?
Sure, you can cast gaseous form.
Cool. We'll see how
Right
this
as
goes.
West is just reading out loud
As Addie, you
blood
go through
pass.
the bars. I'm just gonna put you here, and then
Okay.
I do need you to take 1 point of damage.
Oh,
Oh shit. Okay.
As it just stings all around you as you're kind of walking, in a gas form, just floating through. As you all see, just little earthly smells of a white smog that looks green here and there. It just keeps almost like an octopus just moving through, like squid.
He has turned petrichor.
Yep.
He smells good.
I'm just gonna like put holy blood. Grab my axe, just prick my little finger,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna like passing through.
As you move your hand, it just goes right through the bar itself.
I'm like, oh, hold on, Skiwak, try to pass.
Ski walk. Are you making him go through?
Yeah.
Okay. Ski walk flies through and
Oh,
takes
he's-
1 point of damage.
Construct.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
no.
able to pass through.
Yep.
Okay. So, but
As you
but
move
yeah, I'll
through the
pass-
bars, it almost looks
I'll
like
pass through though.
all around you, little beads start moving, like almost like kind of mimicking like nanobots for something that we can translate to. Just like little micro shapes here that moves through the bar with us and lets you pass. So Rognarv, if you move through the bars, I need you to take 1 point of damage.
I take 1 point.
Yep.
Okay.
I would like Cole, Oleg, Wes, and Ariell to roll my perception.
Ooh. All right, big guy, try this again.
27.
Okay.
I went from a natural 1 to a natural 20.
What's the total? Because 20 does
22.
not... 22, that's actually a fail. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Wow.
Oleg, what did you get?
16
The one
yeah,
time.
16 is a fail.
16's a fail.
Finally rolled a nat 20 of
sorry.
perception, and
The
you
one
say no, it failed.
I
Ariell,
rolled a 24.
24 and 27 pass.
God.
Sorry, 23.
Damn it.
As they pass, you didn't see it with Addy. You did not see it with Skiwalk. Addy still gashes form. You saw it with Rognarv. As soon as he passed where his hand was, the second of we'll see the one that he pricked his finger with. You saw that bar have a tiny little bead of red. Looks like liquid. You can probably guess that it's blood. Go through it. And then down. And Ragnar, if you step forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I am over guessing right now what the hell that could mean.
I guess it's safe to go through.
Cole's gonna just prick his thumb and go through.
Okay. As Cole pricks his thumb and goes through, Ariell, you see that same thing happen. And now everybody hears as the stone grinds and moves, and you see that this person has 6 different blades, scimitars. You see a gladius here, a long sword, a double-bladed sword, this gothic horde hook, and a morning star. As the stone on those blades start shifting to steel, you see the woman move, and the bones start shifting, and you can see the rattling of a tail on the other side as the bones are moving away. And this entity is turning from stone to flesh. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Shit.
Fuck.
Teleport.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I'm fighting
Oh,
without the baby.
I did have dungeon initiative, but I'll say that we'll...
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
We'll just...
Kidding.
We'll keep dungeon initiative with this for all the previous things moving forward, so we don't have to roll as we keep going down further. So we'll just keep this number.
Roll better.
Unless everyone votes to do it again for battles. I'm okay with that too. But for like discussions and stuff, we can keep this one.
No, this is fine.
I hear
Unless
1 and 1.
what?
Do we have anyone
I'm fine
vote?
with that.
Fine with what it is? Okay, cool. We'll keep it how it is.
Yeah.
So this is a 13 plus 5, so she got 18. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Where is my mini? Oh, I know where my minis are.
I rolled the same exact thing as that, so that works.
I actually did.
No!
Oh. Okay, yeah, I actually rolled 22.
No, 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 no,
So-
no, 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 no,
No, no, no, no, no, no,
Oh, no, 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 no. I know what this is.
So,
It's a
Rognarv.
Cordelia.
as you
No,
see,
it worked.
Cordelia
The-
wish she was her.
Yeah.
the bones, the skull, start moving as this green tail starts wrapping around this large serpentine tail as the armor around her starts changing from stone to this black and red plated armor. As you see armbands on her, all these blades and swords as she starts moving, every single one in syncly. Rognarv, what do we do?
Yeah, no. Me and Skiwalk are gonna move over here.
Okay.
Like, quite honestly, I was like, yeah, no. No, that's Jeremiah, to tell the truth. I'm gonna go over here. Just not really moving forward, but I am gonna hold an action to
Okay.
attack if this wonderful girl over here attacks any of us.
Okay.
Just a simple basic attack action.
Simple attack action. All right.
Yeah, and stupendous fire.
As your flame ignites
Stupendous fire.
in flames. Addy, what do we do?
He is going to. He can only move 10 feet in gaseous form, so he's just gonna float over here
Okay.
and just kind of like keep his eye on her and just kind of try to observe the surroundings more like kind of stealthily. If there's anything out of place or anything that can like
Roll me a perception.
help me out. Okay. That's a 26.
I'm going to send it to you on Discord.
Okay.
Secret message.
There you go. All right. Cole,
Oh, cool.
what do we do?
Cole also is wanting to get a little bit of an observation of the room, and 10, 15, 20. He's going behind this pillar right here.
Okay, just go behind it. Sure.
No.
And he is also going to bonus action Shield of Faith on himself.
All right. As you pray to Farlagon, grab onto your shield, you see a glow around you that sinks into your skin. Plus 2 to AC. All right.
But
sure.
yeah, he was as he was basically running, he too was trying to like get a layout of the room to see if there is anything at all that could, I guess, reverse the effect of her going from flesh to stone, or
From just looking around, you can take your action to perceive the room, if you like.
that's what he was wanting to do.
Okay,
yes.
then yeah, roll in perception.
That's a natural 20-28.
28.
Oh.
You don't know. So you're kind of looking around. There's a lot of blood on the floor, but it looks like it's only fresh around that circle. Everything around it looks dry. And
Cole
you
is gonna just
don't know if it was Rognarv coming through that activated her, or what. But it looks like she's there now.
Cole's just gonna call out and tell everybody to stay away from the circle.
So it is a magic circle.
There is a circle with a lot of blood inside. It's not glowing or anything, but it is
relaying
visible.
that out.
You can see the
Yeah, just
coloration
relaying
of white.
that out loud to the party.
Alrighty. Anything else? If not, then Ariell. What do we do?
I'm going to look at said circle, and I'm going to tell Cole, or ask Cole, can you do the thing you did earlier? If it's magical.
What? I can try.
Very
Oh
well,
my
I'll see what I
God.
can do about her.
Of course you can do that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, they can do
I
that.
don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know what you specifically read, but yes, they can.
I don't like that.
I'm just gonna say
I
they're
don't know
very,
what that is.
they're
but-
very reactive. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Well,
I'm
let me
nervous.
check my spell slots. I think I'm good. Yes, I am. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. I am going to Zephyr Strike with a 2nd level Divine Smite. Well, no, I can't actually because I'm behind the bars. Shoot. I will instead do the thing to get through the bars.
Okay. As you walk through, just letting you know that this square will be considered it will be considered difficult terrain, so that's 10 feet. As you take 1 point of damage just walking through.
Okay.
So have your movement and everything
That-
else.
I will. Is pulling out my shield an action or a bonus action?
It will be part of an action. But just letting you know, if you pull out your shield, you can't use your glaive. Glaive is 2 hands.
Oh. Frick. Okay, fine. I'll just go ahead and hit her with a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Hit, but
Sacred Flame is the...
I think it's a dex
Dexterity.
save.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a 24.
Yep, she's.
As you throw it, and you see that she... Since is that gonna be the end of your turn?
Yes.
She lunges forward and her body contorts into the spiral, just dodging the entire spell.
And I will actually say. Oh.
As he just
stayed behind those bars.
moves in a ferocious pattern towards you. Are you moving behind the bars?
Can I?
If that's not the end of your turn, then no. But that's what she's doing. Are you moving or not?
No, I guess I'll stay put.
Okay,
I'll just say
cool.
To the rest of everyone else, I don't think I'll be able to cast too many spells. I'm fairly exhausted from before, so everyone knows.
I need more d20s. Okay,
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
so
Yeah.
all right, first 3 attacks. Might actually miss. 18 versus Ariell.
Nope.
This one also misses. This is going to be 28. So that's 1 hit towards Ariell.
Ouch.
3. And then Rognarv. Ooh, natural 1. It's not confirmed. Okay, 14 misses, I assume. 23. Does that hit?
Reaction shield.
So 22 does not hit.
No.
Okay,
26 right now.
26 right now. Okay. So that... And... Alright. Since she could not hit you, she is going to do her tail whip against you, and that does not hit as well. Alright, so...
This will trigger my action as well
Okay.
when she came in to attack. So I will roll that and then, do
Roll
your
it, yeah.
damage or whatever.
Yep.
And whatnot.
So the only one who got hit was Ariell one time with the blades. And that is going to be 19 points of slashing damage. As she's moving with all her blades, her double-bladed longsword was the one that actually cut you as you kind of blocked, and then she just jabbed down at you. And as she's going in the serpentine pattern, moving 3 blades against you, and you're blocking each one, casting your shield spell, as the tail tries to wrap around you. Misses. What did you get to hit?
1 is 19.
Okay, 19.
Oh.
So,
Wait, what?
you're doing 1 attack.
Is that it? No, I'm using my 2 attacks because hold action.
Okay. 19 misses. She's going to parry, and her AC increases.
Oh, second attack is a 30.
30 hits.
Okay, so I'll just. Okay.
Roll
Oh,
me
I
damage.
forgot the d6. Oh yeah, I forgot the d6. Oh, that only rolled a 1. Okay, 15. Do you need the separate damage?
Yes, actually I do.
Okay. The slashing is 14,
Okay.
and the fire is a 1.
Okay. You cannot half one, so 15 total. All right. As
roll the
you
1 on the d6.
slash at her, hitting her in the tail as part of your parry to block it off.
You got too many arms. Stop reacting and parrying my attacks.
It's almost
She's
as if
gonna
that's what
move
she does.
back over here.
Okay. I did use my reaction,
Yep,
so I
you
can't
use your
do
reaction.
any up.
Anything else?
Wait, what? It's your turn.
I know.
I was just
I'm
doing,
waiting for someone. Nope. Okay, cool. Oleg, what do you do?
He's running up to her with the sword out.
Okay.
Stupendous fire.
As you yell stupendous
He's gonna
fire,
Run through those bars.
And you
Gonna
run-
run through those bars.
you take that 1 point of damage. And yeah, you're right there next to her. Roll me to attack.
Okay. So 14, 23, 18.
Okay. 14 misses. The 23, she's going to, just so you guys can see, she's going to use a reaction again to parry.
Again.
But 23
neck.
does hit. The 18 misses, so you only hit 1 time.
That's too many reactions.
She hit a
Does
lot
she
of
have?
arms.
It's almost
the
like they
same
have 6
reaction?
arms.
Does she have the same reactions as her? The same as the amount of hands?
I'm not telling you.
You're right.
18.
18 points of damage. How much was the fire roll? Because I need to hear these separately.
It was the sword was
The
was
D.
8. 8.
Okay.
No, it was 2. I'll take that back. It was a 2. And the stupendous fire, which is a 1d10.
No, your sword was 1d10. The
D6
fire was
is-
1d6.
So
Yeah.
10. Okay, 10
So-
for the sword,
Okay.
and then 2
Okay.
for stupendous fire,
And then your strength
plus
is
6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just for simplistic sakes, you guys both, Rognarv and Oleg, are learning the fire. She's resistant to it, so she's taking half damage for that.
Half damage is still damage.
Half damage is still damage. But yeah, so magic weapon attacks. Roll them the die for the weapon and the pluses in as one attack, and then the elemental damage separate for me. Because we guys like to do a lot of fire. So as you move in with your sword and she parries and you kind of outstrength her, just jab into her before 3 other of her blades kind of grab onto your weapon and try to take it away from you, but you manage to move along with the actual disarming and you're perfectly fine. West, what do we do?
I mean, shit, that's happening. He's probably going to 10, 25, right here, next to Oleg. Mark off my 1 point.
Thank you.
Boop, boop. And I'm gonna do my 2 attacks.
Okay, Roman hit.
Of course. Why would anything hit? 14 for both attacks.
14 misses as she just easily parried both of these blades. Sorry. All right.
That's good.
If that's it, top of the round. Rognarv, what do we do? Add a year on deck.
Okay, I'm actually just gonna attack. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna use my spells right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in and attack. Oh, you know what? You know what? Ah, man, but
Until you tell us.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna 5, 10. Sure, I'm gonna go over here. Skiwalk's just gonna move this way. I'm gonna use my action to cast my new spell.
What are you casting?
4th level. Fire shield. I know you're I know she's resistant to fire, but you know what? I'm gonna protect myself even more.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use the fire.
You're gonna do ice?
Yes.
Okay. As you see, Rognarv, your shield would be in your left hand. So you see an ice shield on the right side of you, almost kind of cushioning you in. And it looks like a shield immediately mimicking the one that you have, but you hear the crystallization and the ice just form around it. And you have a blue shield around you. Is that concentration or no?
It's not.
Okay, keep track
It's
of
for
it.
10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Good. Keep track of those
And
minutes.
I am gonna use my bonus action to make Skiwalk attack.
Okay.
Laser beam. Boom.
Yep.
Attack. Oh, that's a 17. I forgot what's your pluses
Uh,
again. No, he has pluses. Hold on. I don't remember his plus. So it's a +5. So that is 22.
22.
3.
23. She
2.
parries
2.
and
22.
22
Yes.
misses. She's going to parry it.
Because
As
I
the
parried.
beam hits, she reflects it off into the air. I need you to look up to see if Skiwalk's attacks are considered magical.
It is.
It is. Cool. Good. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Addy, what do we do?
He gonna scoot 10 feet, boop,
Okay.
in his little gassy form.
All right. You are in gas form. You cannot be hit.
He cannot. So he's, like I said, he's continually observing. He wants to observe some more, like probably like this over here. kinda
So
wants to,
that
like-
statue is no longer there, and you
Right.
see a whole bunch of bones that have just fallen, a skull specifically, that have just collapsed onto the floor as she kind of was moving around. So they're scattered all over the place.
Cool. Great. Awesome.
All right. Anything else, Addy?
Do they still are they still aware of the thing that you sent me?
Yes. I'll say
Great.
that at them because you're still focusing on it. Then yes.
Do I understand it?
No.
Great. Great. So yeah, he's just gonna keep being incorporeal and driving in space.
All right. Cool. What do we do?
Peek.
Okay.
Hold on. I am so nervous. Me, Tabatha, I'm nervous right now. Cole's
Sure.
not faring any better.
Sure, Cole.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to calm myself down a little bit. Level 4 guiding bolt.
Roll on a hit.
Guiding.
Natural 20.
Of course.
Roll to
Why
confirm.
would it be?
I'm just. Confirm with a 13.
All right, double the damage. As you grab your skull, a concaving blast hits her as she tries to parry, but you see that she does not have enough strength, and she's focusing on 3 other people just at the right time, hitting her right underneath where 3 of the arm sockets would connect. We'll see how much damage we do.
I'm having to hold on because for whatever reason it's Roll20's not working. Not Roll20. D&D Beyond's not working on my computer, so I will get back 14d6.
Okay, Ariell, you're on.
I'm calculating
Yeah.
it.
Ariell, what are you doing? And just give me that total damage. If you're not doing anything else.
That's pretty much all he's gonna
Okay.
do.
All right, Cole did a damage. It did X amount. Ariell, what are we doing?
It's gonna Kameha.
Kamehameha. Ah. You should be.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh, wait, when she moved, does that not provoke opportunity attack?
It would have if you would have taken it.
Oh. Darn. I will move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to do what I said earlier, my Zephyr Strike. Second level Divine Might with some Angel points.
Alright,
There.
roll me to hit.
Divine points. I'm gonna expend 6. Used 1. So I'll expend 3 Divine points.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
And
get 2 left.
if you guess, she's going to parry if you pass her AC.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Does a 28 hit?
28 hits, even with the parry. As she tries to block you, you can kind of just force it down and hit her right in that soft spot.
Dum. Alright, force damage first. 4
Okay.
force damage. I will do my glaive damage. That's going to be D10. 17 for the glaive damage.
Okay.
Now let me do the Divine Smite damage, which is 3d8. That wasn't so good. 7.
Jesus, that's 62 points of radiant damage.
Jeez.
It's another 17 damage from the
From the radiant, right?
yes.
Yes.
Okay,
radiant
cool.
damage, and then I
Okay.
have some more damage from my. I said 3 angel points, right?
Yes.
Or divine points. I will use those. I think it's a D8 for those as well. So, good grief. 6, 7, 12.
12, okay, an
Radiant.
additional 12. All right. As the beam hits and she's unable to block, Ariell, you just Zephyr Strike, a bolt of lightning hitting her directly, cutting through that armor using the energy blast from Cole earlier to dig through that broken and exposed piece of metal. As it hits her, and she just screams this horrible, fiendish growl. Is that the end of your turn, Ariell?
No, I will be doing my second attack.
Okay, roll me it.
This is just a basic weapon. Oh my god. 28 again.
20 hits, roll me damage. As you
Alright.
grab your glaive and try to go for a finishing blow, let's see how much damage we do. She is bloodied, by the way. She was bloody when Cole attacked.
15
Oh, damn.
slashing.
15
You're
slashing?
in
Okay.
danger. She's gonna coil up there. And go, whoop.
Okay.
Just gonna go.
So, anything else, Ariell?
No, I think that's about it for me.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
She's going to sacrifice 2 of her weapon attacks to cast Teleport.
I knew it. That's teleport, so we can't do the A up, right? Because
Correct.
she teleported. Yeah.
Alright, tail attack first.
Oh,
Run, Cole!
you're so good at
I don't
pissing
think I
thi-
can.
You're
That
so
is-
good at pissing things off.
You critted on her.
I know.
That is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
I need you to roll. The target is you are considered grappled. Every attack against you is considered advantage now. First, you do take
Advantage in
15,
Cole.
15 points of bludgeoning damage as her tail squeezes around you. She did sacrifice 2 of her attacks. So
But she has like
She has
15 more attack.
she has a finite number of arms, which is 6.
Yeah.
So, first attack, I have to take that 19. That is 28 to hit.
That hits.
Second attack. That is going to be 23 to hit.
That hits.
That is a natural 1. I'm taking the 25.
She has plus 24 to hit.
And the last one is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
So, Cole, you are taking... That's not at all what you're taking.
Just 3, yay!
Just 3 points of damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No, that's not funny. What? I don't see.
That is 40 points of slashing damage. Only
Oh, God.
one was above average. So that was actually really, really low. I don't have that many
Yeah,
hits.
there's like
I'm
2
really
ones.
bloodied.
Yeah, it's a couple of 1s and 3s. As she just teleports and then just reappears, stabbing you twice with both of her blades. You see that her Morning Star hits you in the head as she has you grappled, and then you see that her Gladius just kind of slashes right through your abdomen. Alright, that's all she's gonna do. Yep. Oleg, you're on. What do we do? Wes, you're on deck.
Run it up.
You just
Run it up
I'm
behind.
sorry, can I was gonna do one little reaction. That's Cole
Please.
just kind of like patting at the trunk that's probably grappling him, and then Bissell just going, Uncle.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Alright, Oleg, what do we do?
I'm going after her.
Alright. As you step right behind her, because of the pillar, I won't grant that it's an advantage. But you roll me your hits.
27, 24, 15.
15 is the only one that misses.
Okay.
Roll me damage.
So it's 1 10-sided dice for the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And for the stupendous fires, is it 8 or 6?
The D6.
D6.
D6 plus 6.
Yeah.
So plus 12.
Yes. So 2d10 plus 2d6. The d6 though, give me that total separately because I have to half that. She's resistant to the fire.
Okay. All right. So with the sword, 2 slashes for 10 points.
Thank you,
and then,
Squidly.
Then I had 11 points.
Oh my gosh, you got 2 advantage.
6 and a 5, so I guess it's what? 5.5, 5.
Yeah. So we will round up to 6, which is exactly how much you would have left.
So that's 16 plus another 12.
Okay. Plus another
So
12.
it's 28 points.
Okay.
28 points.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
You got the finishing blow.
Yes.
How do I want to do this?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got the finishing blow.
Huh?
You got the finishing blow.
So I get to swing again?
Well, she's dead. I'm just asking if you wanted to
They're
describe
describing how you
it.
kill her
How would
Okay.
Oleg kill her?
in the most epic of fashions.
All right. And then I point towards Cole and I say, "Debt paid," and walk away.
Oh shit.
As you just see Oleg run behind, grab onto the tail, slice through it, setting you free as she turns around, slicing her through the exposed piece of armor, and then just impaling her, pushing her against the wall, and pulling out the blade. I'm telling you that he finished paying a debt he owed you.
Oh.
I don't. What? What debt?
As you see her fall to the ground and slowly starts decay, and I mean slowly, bits and pieces of her starts to fade away. As Addison, you're the one that's focusing on the room, you're starting to see those bits and pieces start reappearing and forming
Question.
into the statue. Yes, what's up?
What about the weapons? Are they decaying too, or do they stay put? Or they
She
run
at
over
the
them?
moment she still has him onto her hand. Right now, you'll see that the serpent body is what's decaying, and it's reappearing in flesh over here.
All right.
What do you guys do? And this is a slow process.
Eddie's gonna drop his concentration and
Okay.
be normal again.
You see Addy materialize out of smoke and into the air.
Cole's hobbling really slowly. I'm okay.
See blood trickling downward onto Cole.
Addie's gonna stop him from heading downstairs.
Puts a hand
Why?
on you.
Don't here. He's gonna give him a potion. Let's see what I got. Superior potion.
Holy shit.
Do you need more? He'll pull out another one.
No.
And then another one.
No.
And then a fourth one.
Cole's like, what one's gonna probably be okay? How many D4s is superior?
10?
10.
10 plus 10.
10 let me look, I have it in my bag. It is 10 plus 8d4 plus 8 actually.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the.
It goes from 8 to 20. Yes, please. Jeremiah.
I want to look at this, like the center of it. This is where you said like the fresh blood.
Yes, there's fresh blood
inside.
So once you look at it, you see the sigil of white all around, and if you look at the blood, looks. None of you spelt blood there. You're noticing that, but there's still blood that looks fresh.
Yeah,
and you see stained around it just black soot.
I'm gonna look at that. I want to study the circle. I guess like what is it? Is that investigation, arcane, or whatever? If I can discern what this is.
Roll me Arcana.
Okay.
For sure. Is anybody, as he's doing that, anybody else want to do anything else? Addie's healing up Cole, Ariell, Wes, Oleg. Anything specific that you guys want to do?
Loot.
Loot? What are you looting?
Let's see. Let me go back to
25 on the Arcana.
Okay.
Can we grab the weapons that are left, or is that weapons also going over when she rematerializes?
You right now you can opening the hand. She's a strong woman, but you are able to get the blades if you so wish. If you and Ariell are tackling that task.
Do I sense anything? I guess. How do I say this?
Thank you, Addie. I'm no longer bloodied.
Any weapons or gear on her that seems like it might be more important than the other, something that might be.
They all look uniquely designed. Her armor is fitted to her. I want to jump to Rognarv, but to give you guys what you grabbed. You have a scimitar, a gladius, so that'll be a short sword for us, a long sword, a double-bladed long sword, a hook, a morning star, and then so that's the 6. Sorry. So scimitar, short sword, long sword, double-bladed long sword, a hook, and a morning star. Rognar, as you're looking at this. These have arcane sigils, but they're more divine. And when you're reading it, it takes you a second or two to figure out what it's saying. But it's almost as saying like, here is a gift, here is an offering.
Okay.
And to test out a theory, once you move the blood outside of the circle, it immediately just turns to soot.
This is what I'm gonna do. It's like, I think I may have an idea, but it's bad. Wait, I heard that before somewhere. Deja vu.
And is the statue starting to basically starting to form back?
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know if we should probably wait around here very long in case we want to fucking fight that again.
There's chanting coming from downstairs.
All the more reason to go downstairs.
What's your idea, Rognarv?
I'm gonna grab my axe, clean it because it's dirty right now with the snake, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prick one of my fingers again.
Okay.
Just enough to draw blood and drop it on the thing.
Okay.
On the circle, right on the circle. Hopefully that doesn't make the materializing faster.
When you do, you see quick visions of a pool of blood. You're confused. Like a swirling pool of just blood.
Wow, that's a good image. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. for the purposes of at the moment, where Oleg and Ariell, did you guys grab specific ones of the 6 I said, or are you
That's what I
just
was going to
in a
ask,
pile? What's
Oleg.
happening?
Oleg, which ones would you grab?
Morning Star. And what was the other ones you said? Two? A
Scimitar,
double blade?
Gladius, Longsword, Hook,
Yeah, no.
and Double-Bladed Longsword.
And the Gladius is
It's a short sword for
Short sword.
for our translation for the game.
I just take the Morning Star.
Okay.
Can I put that back in my bag of holding?
Sure, please do. As you're noticing, as you're putting the bag of holding, you see one of her arms start materializing, and as her hand starts forming into what appears to be like where she would keep a blade, and nothing materializes there. And then her other arm starts materializing, and it looks like she would hold something, but nothing is there. And she's like 3/4 of the way materialized. What do you guys do?
Let's go downstairs.
We gotta
Stealth
move.
it.
I guess nothing.
Wait, she's coming back to life, or
She's coming back to life, but it looks like her weapons are not returning.
Shoot,
Can I get the
really
double-bladed longsword and drive it into her chest while she's reforming?
Sure, if Ariell gives it to you, yeah.
I'll
Assuming-
give it to him.
Or,
Right. As
or
you
one of the weapons that we're
Sure.
not choosing?
as
I have a
Gladius?
feeling she's
Huh?
I have a feeling she's a permanent fixture in this room, and no matter what we do, she's always gonna be here.
as
Yeah.
you grab the,
Sure.
are you doing this or not?
Do you think guys think it would matter if I did?
I don't know.
I feel like we
All
just-
I'd be doing is giving her a
Do we think
weapon.
We're
Yeah.
probably just giving her a weapon, so let's just. I
Do
guess
we
we'll
think the
go
magic
downstairs
circle has
before
anything to do
she.
with it?
Like, well,
You know what?
nothing.
If this magical circle has anything to do with her resurrection? If so, Cole, is there any way you can dispel it?
She's almost materialized. I dropped a blood on there and just
We're
visions
wasting
happened. Let's just go.
We're wasting our time
Yeah,
here.
just go.
Rognarv, count 1 minute off your ice shield.
Yeah.
You have 9 minutes left. As you guys all gather together, let me copy and paste you all guys. And moving further down into the next rooms. Okay, I'm going to show you the room. I'm going to describe it. Oh wait, I was going to a new map, and there's no reason because they're all here. As you are going further and further down, again, the stairwells look intricate. The stairwells look nice. The stonework looks great. You stop hearing that chanting, Addy, as soon as you got distracted, and it's having a hard time being able to pick it up at the moment. As you go down,
Oh.
there's no barrier.
Oh, wonderful.
There's no lady. I'm gonna place you guys just here, and for the sake of this, wait until I'm done describing it, and then you can move freely if you want. There are 4 stone-looking tablets with chains all around them. It looks, you can guess that this looked like a place for torture or something, as it looks like blood is filling up from the corners and leading into the center pool and going further down. There are 3 skulls into the center. A pile of dust, pile of ash or dust, another pile here, and at the end, you'll see a broken figure. You see a man with light, off-white skin, hair slicked back, bleeding from the arms profusely, and wings completely broken and shattered. And as you're looking around, you also see slight bits of those feathers being moved with the pool of water and into the center. And as soon as it touches the circle, just disappears. As you hear this,
God.
Uh-oh.
Are you all here to rejoice? I wish I can go further, but I cannot. As one without a soul, I may not pass my grace. It has been taken for love. For all the poor, for all the loveless, all the lost. We can finally be one. Yes, as she has said, one by one, we will be one. Oh, we will be together in this beautiful realm. I finally see it. This is truly a sacred world.
Oh, you said the title.
End credits. And as he says that, this angel just turns stoically to the left and just starts collapsing and disintegrating into ash. And you see a fourth skull appear.
Oh, God.
And we're going to go on break.
Shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys in a bit.
Do you blame yourself? What? Well, it's quite common in this situation for a patient to feel a kind of guilt. What situation? The accident.
fun intro. Welcome back. So, this angel has disintegrated. What do you guys do? Oh, for housekeeping stuff. Coleton will be back after his class. So you guys know. All right, what do you guys do?
Oh god. After witnessing that, oh god. Cole's gonna attempt another detect magic.
Okay.
Oh no.
The oddest thing is the sigil, this pool of blood, has a very weak level of magic. What's striking is this area over here.
What area? Oh.
The stairwell and everything, it has a odd, strong sense of magic.
No, that's actually kind of my plan, but my pathway is kind of like this, going around like this.
Sure.
You know, but I wanna, yeah, that's my pathway. But I want me and Skiwalk to kind of go here and just chill.
Okay. Yeah.
Just kind of chill there, wait for the party. I was like, in a way, I was like, when you're ready, I guess to go downstairs. I really don't want to stay here longer than we should be.
Yeah.
But I guess trying to figure out what's happening here, I don't have an idea.
As you move all the way around, you're perfectly fine. You and Skiwalk are just chilling there.
Mm-hmm. Cole would go around too. As he's gonna pass Addie, he would just tell Addie, "Thank you for the potion."
Land.
No problem.
Okay.
What?
I was gonna say, you made it. All right, cool.
He was thinking about what to say because it kind of made him like start to talk and then stop, and then he's just like, "It's fine."
Aw.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
And
Ariell would just
I
be
know
praying.
Ariell said he wanted to pray for this
Yeah.
guy over here with Addie. Addie's gonna do the same.
Okay.
And Addie's going to actually scoop up the dude and put him in a little jar and like hold that.
Okay, sure. Add angel ashes to your character sheet.
You mean angel dust?
Kind of.
You mean
dust.
angel dust, Jesus.
What
Probably.
kind of pool of magic is the stairwell?
You don't know. It's an old school of magic.
Ooh,
Okay.
like first edition.
The one, yeah, it'll be technically third edition.
It's
the pole down here
beta
has
edition.
transmutation.
Okay.
It's so old. It's still on beta. Not even first.
When he gets closer to the stairwell, does he hear anything?
No. With your passive? No, you don't hear anything. Aberration would be the abjuration. Would be the school of magic.
Abjuration?
Yes.
Okay. We need to keep moving.
Is there nothing that we can do here?
Call
The,
or
the blood's leading down.
call.
So wherever it's going,
What about the skulls? Is that important?
it's the level of magic here west is very weak.
But
Okay.
just looking at how the circle is formed or whatnot, you don't know anything. What's going on here?
Is there
maybe.
anything that he can discern with like Arcana, Jesus?
Roll Americana.
West is just gonna make his way to the stairs.
25.
And as he does so, he's probably gonna kick over a skull out of the circle.
All right, he kicks the skull out.
Man.
Uh-oh.
25 on Arcana.
What happens?
You don't find what this is. It doesn't. There is no school for this. It kind of feels like the rules are being made up, but you do find one connection. everything is in 3 sets of 3s. Except for the skulls and everything that led the blood in here. There are 3 sets of 3s.
Yeah, Cole's just mutter that out loud to Rognarv. Yeah, just
that
3
has
sets of
some significance, but to what, you have no idea.
Yeah. Just,
3
I
sets
don't
of
know.
what?
3 sets of 3s, like.
There's the circle, which the circle generally translates into power or the end of something, the whole energy of a thing. That's why most things are they're within circles. So it's almost like there's 3 things of 3 within here that are all the power source.
Yeah,
But it
there's
does,
3
Except for the
here.
bodies.
You got 3 skulls there. I can get my thing to work.
you just like will have to hold it.
Oh, I've been doing it. Just
You're not doing
painfully
it?
slow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
All right, I'll wait.
2, 3,
Yeah.
Hang
and then
on.
1,
Should be popping
2,
in now.
3, I guess, and then 1 right here.
Mm-hmm.
But, but it's like, what does that mean, though? Do you have an idea?
I don't know.
You don't know, as
Boy.
in, like, it's something that you never taught, and this would not be taught in
Upper
any
left-hand
school.
corner, 3 skulls. Lower
Yeah.
right-hand corner, 3 skulls. But
And we were
lower
like-
left-hand corner, 2 skulls. Center top, 1 skull.
Did you notice that? Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Ariell and we're like, hey, library boy, you know anything about this?
He looks... No. This is not something that is within my grasp. Cole, do you?
Yes.
Cole's just gonna shake his head now. Like, none of this.
Well, now there's 3 skulls in the middle. There was 4 west.
What? It's blocking.
It was in the way. I get it.
Yeah,
Let's
let's keep moving.
Just
Let's-
keep moving.
Yeah, let's not add more skulls to this.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys go further down?
Oh, when Cole starts moving, I'm gonna collar him again.
Alright. He goes through, you grab from the stairs.
That.
Don't go first. Remember what happens when you go first.
He's gonna just puff his cheeks out.
You
like,
almost
all
died.
Angry.
Eddie's just
I
gonna be
almost-
like chipmunk as he walks in front of him.
Okay. He says
Yeah, and Cole's
chipmunk.
gonna just look at Rognarv, just like, I mean, look, I didn't even go in first last time, and we had to deal with whatever the fuck that was, and he's just angry.
Maybe you shouldn't damage too
Yeah,
much.
don't use the skull. Okay, fine.
Don't get aggro.
Fine.
Or try to at least wait.
Fine.
And then and then I'll look at the core of Brahm. It's like, never mind.
Aw.
So Addy, you're going first,
This
right?
goes down. No.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, he was going first.
I was going first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Rob was going first.
Yeah.
Pulled back Cole, and then Cole walked in front of Cole behind.
Okay. So
I'll walk in front
Rognarv,
of
you
Cole.
go down. You... Addy, then Cole. You notice one thing.
Yeah.
Brahm can't fly down. It's almost like it's stuck.
Brahm?
Yep. Skiwa
Brahm?
cannot move
Yeah.
further down.
Oh, no, he's parched on my shield
Okay.
right now.
Cool.
So I don't
When
know
you
he's
walk
not flying.
through, he's flying in
Yeah.
the air now because he would have fallen, and now
Oh.
he cannot move through.
through the basically going to the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
cannot
like a
pass-
magic field
He
barrier.
cannot
or
pass
something
that
like
line.
Skiwak.
You just see it just flying in the air,
He's
moving
actually
up and
trying to
down.
move forward.
He's trying to move
It's like-
forward, but he's just going up and down.
There's an invisible shield somewhere. I'm gonna go move forward and put him on the bag.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, on my bag,
All right, you put him in the bag of holding.
and then walk again.
Sure. You walk through.
Yeah.
But
West, Oleg.
Mhm.
Are
Yeah.
you guys coming?
Oleg goes through. West.
Ah!
cannot go forward.
What?
Ariell's
fuck?
confused, moves forward. He cannot go forward.
Oh,
For the purposes of this, I'm going to say that you guys are on the stairs. They are not. They cannot move into the stairs.
Wait. Like, are you sure you're human or are you warforged? or are you a construct?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
You acting sus.
Ariell looks at you. I'm not a human.
Yeah,
And
but
Aakash-
I'm human.
part of you is not.
Rognarv's not human. Cole's not human. Oleg's not human. You're not human. Wait, hold on.
Cole's just gonna be like, oh, we don't have time for this, and he's gonna just do another dispel magic. Level 4.
Okay, I need you to roll me a spellcasting modifier. Spellcasting checks.
Arcana?
Level 4 did not work. So no, it is just a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier. You are a cleric, so wisdom.
In the off chance that this works, West is like full on putting his entire weight on this barrier, just like trying to like move it.
It's an
Oh no, it's like the sliding glass doors.
18 plus 3, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Okay, you pass the DC. As when that's happening, you hear, "Mate, I can give it back," and then the spell goes away, and it's quiet. Ariell kind of moves his foot through, and you start seeing like a struggle between as he kind of moves forward. What are you doing, Wes?
I guess I'm moving forward with him.
Okay. As you do, you feel some pressure pushing you back, but you move through.
What?
Let's keep
So,
going.
Wait, what's inside you?
Give what back? Hello?
Ariell is going to say, "I don't have my grace." That's what the angel said. That's what my brother would have said. And he looks at you. "I don't know why you weren't able to pass."
I don't know.
Halo has it in heaven.
Then what?
Maybe is there something with what's inside you, West? The horny things.
Hey,
Not like Cole, but I don't know. It had four holes, right?
hey, he's more than just
Your
a horny
friend.
thing, okay?
Cole's gonna keep going down.
Grab collar.
Is going to grab Cole. Yeah. Nope.
As you
I
guys,
want people to stop treating me like a child, starting now.
I'm not
Cole,
treating you like a child. You need to
Eddie's-
be protected.
Eddie's gonna grab onto Cole's shoulder and just kind of like firmly like get up into his ear and just be like, "I only have a few more potions left. I'd rather you not."
Yeah, if you don't want us to treat you like a child, then, stop running off into danger on your own, stop starting shit with things that are bigger than you, and, stop poking your nose in places that'll get you killed. Okay,
Look,
oh my god, is this how Aurea
this-
feels?
The entire situation is really pissing me off and really annoying me.
Like,
so
well-
please keep going.
Let's just move.
okay.
I'm gonna start moving forward first.
Okay. As you guys are moving forward, I'm gonna copy this, and then you'll arrange yourselves in the next map.
Yeah.
Anger.
Okay.
Oh God, what is it
Oh
now?
god, those are faces!
I don't like that.
Oh no! Thank you.
Rognarv,
Uh-huh.
you were at front.
Yeah, I was up front.
Cole. Ski walk is
I
secondly in
guess
your
put-
bag.
Yeah, I'll put it right there, I guess, or something.
So it'd be something like this as you guys are walking down. There is no barrier or anything. You see these torches lighting up the room. You hear just whispers and screams. and faces moving through this blood, as this is the
I
same
don't like it.
pool that you saw when you dripped your piece of blood in.
Oh, that's the one I saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, Coleton's back.
Mm-hmm.
Help me, I'm dying.
We all can hear the voices?
Everybody hears the voices. Yes.
I'm
Can
like,
Cole understand them?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna point at it. It was like I saw that when we were at that chamber of that one lady with the arms. And I'm gonna kind of start moving.
I do want everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That is good. Good job, boy.
All right.
20,
Same.
20 passes.
23.
Both of those numbers pass.
How long has it been?
Wait.
Quick
What
Bless
did
you.
What did you get? Sorry, I just heard 12.
I got a 24.
24 passes.
Sorry, that run took a lot out of me.
13.
13. That is a fail. West Cole, what did you guys get?
18.
18 just passes.
26.
All right. So, Oleg, there is something in the air that
Tonight?
just seeing, smelling the blood in the air, hearing all these whispers and sounds of scream reminds you, and you start seeing images of every single person you've killed. I need you to roll me a d12, please.
Uh-oh.
I have
boy.
a quick question. How
Yes.
long is it? How long did we have our interaction upstairs? How
I
long
would
did that
say
take?
about 4 minutes have passed.
Okay. Timer. So, 5 minutes.
12.
All right.
Oh, I don't like that face from Jesus. Or that reaction.
I'm gonna set one RRL. Oleg, you are paralyzed with fear.
Oh.
You cannot move. You cannot say anything. You're just in your own head, recounting, reliving every single person that has ever fallen by any of your actions.
When Oleg's scared, that's scary.
Cole's gonna go up and look at him just like, Oleg.
It says nothing.
Let me check something.
Wait, hold on. How close is Ragnar or Oleg to me?
3 feet from you.
He has a bonus to his rolls for.
Oh. Yes, you have an aura.
So whenever a friendly creature within 10 feet of me makes a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier, which is a +5.
So you roll a 13.
And you rolled a 13, I think.
13 plus 5 equals 18. You break free. For some reason, as Ariell puts his hand on you and just asks if you're okay, that immediately shook you, Oleg, and you're fine.
Sorry, I forgot that was a thing. I got that recently.
Yep. New abilities.
Yeah, why'd you ask?
Calm and collected.
Oh my god. Put that in a tiny little box and tucks it away until he dies.
We'll deal with that drama later.
That bonus
Mhm.
is as long as I am conscious, every time someone rolls a saving throw within 10 feet of me,
10
they
feet,
get that
cool.
+5.
All right, you guys keep track of that, because that's really cool.
They also have a advantage on strength and dex saving throws to avoid being shoved, falling prone, or otherwise moved against your will. And they also have advantage to avoid grapple.
Are you telling me that all the times I could have been making charisma saves with a bonus?
Now you can.
Just put that on your sheet. I don't remember. But I probably won't.
I mean, I
Oh,
put
look
quite a
at
pin on
Addy.
it.
Since you guys are both next to Cole, you're just gonna hear him just being like, how far down does this fucking rabbit hole go? One room, another question arises. What the fuck is going
Maybe
on?
all the way. Maybe we're all the way down to hell. I don't know.
I only have
I
one
looked at
question,
Cole.
and that's what the fuck?
Cole says that, like, every time we go into another room, another question arises. And I say, welcome to the Elysian Vagabonds.
It is this campaign. A very important thing, Ariell. In the floor above, Cole dismissed the dispelled magic, so you were able to pass through. But you and Wes were not able to pass unless a barrier was lifted. And the angel that turned to Ash did say that his grace was taken for whatever is happening. Willingly, he gave it up. And you and Wes were not able to pass until magic barrier lifted. You're fine. Now you're here. What do you guys do?
Rognarv is a little bit not really enticed, but drawn to the pool because he saw it a while ago.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna look kind of. Yeah, he's kind of. Yeah, he's drawn to it.
As you step
Addie's
into
gonna be the same.
the multi-stone circle, and you're noticing again, there's 3 rings here.
Yeah.
To the edges, you see the same woman that looks like just an old, long nose kind of hat that's pointing downward, bag clothes, stoic looking statue. And as both of you stepped closer to the pool and look at this, just the swirling of his just screams, and it looked like people in pain and tortured. You don't notice this. You hear this. And everyone behind them notices that the pool of blood starts moving this thin liquid, this tendril, and just whispers into their ears. Again, Rognarv nor Addy see it. You hear it. The rest of you guys do not hear it. You see it. As
guys?
it says to you at the same time, to Rognarv and Addy.
Oh, Addy, I mean. Okay.
Baptize in blood. Be cleansed. Confess your sins. Forgive yourself and walk through. Only the ones that are pure. Only the ones that are clean can move on.
Cole's immediately running up and doing what Rognar's been doing to him and trying to pull them both back.
As you try, roll me strength.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
boy. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
An 18.
You're able to move
I rolled
Addy
19.
back, and then Rognarv just stands still. What? As you heard that, but you're fine. Everything looks nice. Everything looks normal.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Hello.
Do not look into the pool of blood.
I saw that
doing
a while
some
ago.
weird shit.
Yeah, there was some
We
things
need-
kinda...
Yeah.
We
What?
need to cross it.
No.
It says, hey, you want to know what it says? Something whispered. And, hey, did you hear that too, Addy?
Yes,
Yeah,
we have to
yeah.
confess our sins to cross it.
Yeah, baptize in blood, confess your sins, something like that.
How about we don't do that? Because that just
Addie's
sounds
gonna,
like...
Addie's gonna just put his foot on it and see what happens.
Addy!
As you put your foot into the pool of blood, you see faces reach on and start biting onto your foot, pulling you down.
Oh shit!
As-
Cole grab him again and try
Nope.
to pull back.
Nope.
Shit.
Oh!
As Addy, you look like you are in this infinite amount of red. Just with liquids and
excellent.
bubbles. And faces start moving throughout, screaming in pain.
Oh, he's so sad. Oh, he doesn't like that. He's sad now.
What do you do, Addy?
Confess your sin. I don't know what sins he has. Oh God.
As you start seeing images of many people that you know, many terrains and places you walk, that one pool that you used to go to meet the deer, that one tree you used to run up and just fall down because you thought it was cool when you were a little kid, that one cliff that you and your best friend would dare not jump off, but you always tempt each other and kind of try to push one another, but never actually, just to scare one another. You see all that starting to slowly decay. You start seeing it rot. You start seeing your mother walk forward and start to decay. Every single person in your circle, every single new compatriot you've seen start to decay and rot. You start seeing the world catch on fire. You start seeing tombs being erupt from the earth itself, and you just don't know, you don't see a name or anything on these, but you know exactly who's in which one. And that is all you see before you have this horrible pit in your stomach of dread and sadness. What do?
Is this like it is blood, right? Or is it just
blood.
like okay?
It's blood,
he's
but
going...
you're able to breathe. You're not able to move. You're just floating, suspended. And you're seeing these images, and then when you kind of shake it off, you're like able to move slightly, but if you try to swim up, it has no traction. And you're just seeing these skulls, these androgynous, neutral-looking, detailless faces just scream all around you.
Add the advantage.
Addy, you have advantage.
Squidley.
What do we do, Addy?
Oh God.
Wait, so Addy is like in the pool?
Addy is in the pool.
Yeah, he is
By the way, the
submerged.
pool looks like maybe it's 2 feet in length from the bottom from where your feet are, and it doesn't look that deep. Addy fell.
Okay, because that's what I was wondering, if Addy is like
he is submerged in there.
standing.
It
Okay,
looks like he just
submerged.
magically went into
I'm
and was
just
sucked
mimicking
into the
what
pool.
my boy's doing right now.
He's pacing.
He's pacing. He's freaking the fuck out.
I guess just based off of what he heard before, he's just gonna start like confessing every bad thing he's ever done.
What are those?
Or he thinks he did. I don't know. I don't know what bad things he's done. I'm sorry for all the killing that has been done by my hand. I say that life is precious, but I will sit there and end someone else's, and it's not my place. He'll just start going off like, and kind of getting a little deep with it.
Okay. As you do, you hear a voice. Child, just know that sometimes doing nothing also means death for them. Your inaction is your sin. And you just see his head lift up.
What is this? Addy!
He was
Grab my
gone
hand!
for maybe about 5 minutes.
Okay, my spell is gone.
For you, Addy, seconds.
But even though Rognarv has a 20 intelligence, he's gonna go like, Addy, grab my hand!
Same.
What?
That's what Cole's
Yup.
doing too.
Yeah.
They reach over.
Is he covered in blood?
He is covered in blood.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like-
Hold on.
Go.
Let me see if I have a thing real quick.
Oh
I
my
don't know if
god.
What do the rest of you guys do?
My hand is out.
Cole's reaching his hand out like
Yeah,
for
I'm-
Addy. Just
I'm
like,
assuming Addy's going to grab on and you guys lift him up.
he is not. He's gonna cast water walk.
As he floats onto the water, he's kind of bouncing his feet onto the liquid.
You motherfucker! You could have done that the whole goddamn time!
I wanted to see if I could do it without it. He's just drenched in blood and he looks horrifying.
Yep, he is covered in blood.
this is literally what Cole's doing. Hyperventilating.
Let's reach a hand over and just on top of Cole's head. Calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down.
I'm going to tell you to calm down.
During the time that this is happening, I would cast Divine Sense and see if I can find specific areas in this room that have been magically consecrated or desecrated.
As you do, you're reminded to a feeling that you had at a very specific temple the waters that purified and cleansed for Lamashtu, you're feeling that exact sensation here. Although dark and twisted, this is a purification pool. This is a cleansing pool. It's stronger than the one that you felt. That was to clean the body. This feels stronger.
If it's darkened, so it's like a dark cleansing magic, I guess. I want to walk forward and pour my bottles of holy water in it and see if anything happens.
As you pour the water into it, you see that it takes a second as halfway through the bottles is being poured in, which is not a terrible amount. You see that actually the bottle itself starts forming into no, you wouldn't be able to see that as you kind of just pour water in there. But when you grab the bottle, there will still be a couple of droplets left in the the translucent glass, right? Those droplets that are left and that condensation around is red now.
Right. I'm gonna scoop up some of the blood bath stuff in that bottle and cork it.
Oh, so you're
As
touching
you
it.
put your hands
I'm
into
not
it,
going to touch it. I'm going to be careful.
roll me dexterity. No, roll me a sleight of hand.
I have a question, Jesus.
Yes.
Plus my d20.
So Water Walk says I can grant the ability up to 10 creatures
Sure.
to walk. So can I do that with everyone?
Yeah. If you
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll look like a phantom and just kind of be like, come on.
What did you get, Ariell?
They come on to the blood and pool.
Nat 20? Sure. As you
Join me.
barely are able to scoop it, you felt your hand being grabbed onto as you saw this like almost pseudopod try to grab onto you. Kind of just scooped it up. Your bottle is not fully filled. This like maybe 1/10 of it is not filled completely, but you do have some of that blood in there. So you grab onto Addie's hand as he casts the remaining portion of Water Walk onto you, right? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. Cole's
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
take a step out like Mitt.
Cool.
No,
As soon
I'm
as you
gonna-
do,
Actually,
you sink into the pool.
too because
You are in the middle
Okay.
of the pool.
okay, because that's the thing too. Because Rognarv tests things, so he was like, "Hey, I casted Water Walk spell on you." Rognarv's gonna test it out.
Rognarv, you are also in the middle of the pool. As you both put your foot on there, you feel a support as you kind of move forward, and then just drown into the pool of blood.
Oh no.
You both see each other.
They'll be fine.
You both see
I was
each
fine.
other.
You can breathe.
You can. What?
Cole,
What?
you
Oh, no.
hear a voice in the back of your head. Stand up straight. Is that what you're going to do? I looked at these results. Are you even paying attention in class? How much more do I have to work so you can go here and not learn anything? This is the most prestigious school in Absalom.
Oh God.
And you turn around slowly to see this just deformed, swiveling face of your mom as she's just yelling at you. And you're feeling smaller and smaller.
This
Rognarv.
isn't real. That's not her. She wouldn't say things like that.
And I'm going to mispronounce this and I apologize. But you see Banarv step forward
God damn it! This is my brother.
as he presents you a twisted, dark Braum that just looks hooked and disgusting. As he just jumps on him, starts tearing him to pieces, and he comes back up with all those holes. Presents you a Braum. She starts destroying him and cutting him, and you falls again. He comes back up with all those wounds, all those lacerations, all those burn marks, and over and over and over again. So you guys shake it off, see each other. What do you do? Oleg, what are you doing? Because you moved, and I need you to explain exactly what you did.
I walked around it, and I'm watching what's going on inside, trying to get a feel for the room, trying to figure out what I could possibly do.
Okay. Either roll an investigation or perception. Your choice.
Either one's both the same.
One's going to be touch-based and one's going to be sight-based.
Sight-based.
Okay. Roll me perception.
17.
Okay, as you're looking around, and this room feels different from the rest. There's no marking, there's no indications, there's no clues, there's no puzzles. Every room had something to do, some test, or a passway for someone to move through. They knew what they were doing. This one doesn't. You do see a set of bloody footprints going in this direction onto the stairs. With that, Cole and Rognarv, what do we do?
It's like, well, we're in the blood now, I guess. Are we hearing each other?
Nope, you're thinking this, but
Okay.
Cole does not hear it.
Okay.
Cole, you don't even see that he's moving his lips, but you know that he's there.
Because basically I'm talking out loud, I guess you could say like that. But
when you try talking out loud, it doesn't feel like your mouth's moving.
Okay, I was like, well, I guess we confess our sins. That's what it said.
You try to swim up, like your arms move, your lips don't though. No air comes out, but you hear it in your head, in the volume that you're saying it. So if you scream, you hear screaming. If you talk in whispers, you hear the whispers.
Yeah.
What do you guys
like? That's basically what I'm gonna do because I'm thinking out loud. Well, like, I'm sorry for my sins. Confusion.
About that, our internet messed up.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I see a lot of all right, cool. Where did you leave off? What did you hear?
I left off when you guys were trying to get in touch with Dickie.
Okay, so Dickie saw a set of footprints leading on into the stairs. Rognarv is speaking, yet Cole cannot hear him, nor can Cole see his lips move. You can move around, but you cannot speak out loud. So what are you guys doing?
Cole can't speak out loud?
Nope. You can hear your volume in your head. You cannot speak out loud. You cannot hear Rognarv. You can see Rognarv.
So he's just gonna think, so what, am I supposed to confess?
Nothing happens when you think that.
Rognarv's just gonna kind of look down and then just remembering what he saw with what happened, like the vision that he saw. And he's just gonna look down and speak to himself, basically like, I'm sorry I wasn't there on time, brother. If I was, I should have been able to protect you. I wasn't able to find you fast enough.
As you say that, you hear in your head, that is your sin. You put too much onto yourself and you blame yourself for things out of your control. You lash out. Look at what it's doing to your magic. You are more filled with rage than your barbarian. And you see Rognarv float onto the top and he's water walking, covered in blood.
Addy will grab onto his arm and pull him up. There you are.
Well now the spell is working. What the heck happened?
I want to know what. We'll get to Cole in a second, but I want to know what the rest of the guys are doing upstairs. So, Wes and Ariell, you're being a little bit quiet, so I want to know what you guys are doing. I don't know if Vic can hear me because of the internet issue. I understand that.
Vic is trying to check on internet really quick.
Okay, so okay, cool. Gotcha. All right. So Cole, what are you doing?
Cole's just kind of sitting there, just like.
You're echoing.
I know. I apologize. Let me see here. Sorry, guys.
You're good now.
Yeah, just. So again, am I supposed to be confessing? What is this?
I'm muting Vic so I can hear you a little bit better.
Okay.
Nothing happens when you say that.
He's just gonna kind of like roll his eyes, just like, I can sit here all day.
Okay. With that, Dickie, Ariell, what are you doing?
I'm thinking about following those footsteps.
Okay. As you do... Oh, nope, that's... There we go. As you do, and you walk forward, you are stopped. You are not able to go through.
I'm gonna. Do I see Oleg
you
doing
see
that?
Yeah, Oleg
Okay.
is physically stopped, and you can see that he's putting his hands forward, pushing.
I'm gonna.
Nothing.
I'm gonna look at. Addy. Who's like, do you feel kind of good? I kind of feel a little good.
I suppose so. I am worried about, and he's just gonna point down.
Yeah, he's still there, huh? If I try to kind of look inside, like kind of like dip my head on the.
When you look inside, the water, you see, and looks. That doesn't make any sense. Cole's like 100 or so feet deep in the water.
And then I'm like,
small.
Cole is very, 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 very far away.
Leave him.
That's true. I'm gonna start moving forward too, like kind of where Oleg is.
You're able
just
to
kind of check it out, and then like, is there
like,
another barrier? And then I go like that, to touch it.
Covered in blood. You move over to touch what?
The barrier.
There's nothing. It's air.
So I was able to move through.
You're able to move your hand through. Yeah, sure.
That was my like. I think you're supposed to confess your sins, or something like that, Oleg.
Addy's gonna touch his rocky talkie and talk to Cole and see if it works.
What do you say?
Cole, can you hear me?
You hear very faint. Very, very, very faint. You can't tell, but you know Addy's talking to you, Cole. But you don't understand what he's saying.
If Cole looks up, can he, does it also seem like he's 100 feet down?
No, it looks like you're surrounded by water everywhere you go. But you don't feel like you're far deep in there. It's almost like your vision is all just blood.
Cole's just gonna kind of like sit, I guess, not like he can really sit, but he's like gonna just kind of cross his legs in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. And not like anybody's gonna hear him say this, but he's going to recite a prayer.
What is your prayer?
Asmodeus, Supreme Lord of the Nine, he who brings wisdom and knowledge, he who cannot be bound, inflame my consciousness, seducer of souls. Hearken to these words, for I wish to praise thee. Show me what I need to see. I welcome your advice into my mind. I call to you, Father of Nessus, to proclaim your will to the world.
As you say that, you hear an old woman. Child, that's not your sin. That is your secret. What is your sin?
Isn't that a sin in itself to everybody?
You hear nothing back.
And Cole's just gonna kind of rake through his mind of what he could possibly... What? That I'm lying to them?
As you think that, you just start floating, skyrocketing up. It breaks through the surface.
Oh, there you are!
Addy will grab him.
Cole just looks really shaken.
Cole, get out of
Hey.
there.
You
It's
know
okay.
You know what? I have some words.
Oh, like,
You didn't hear
Wait,
it.
you didn't hear any
You
of
didn't
it.
hear it. You didn't
You
hear
don't
it.
know.
You know what I know, but you know what I have to say about that out of character? You want to know what I have to say about that?
Oh, he left.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
I'm
Bye.
so sad I didn't get to see everybody's reaction to that. I'm gonna have to see that later.
Well. All right. I don't know if.
if that was on purpose or not.
It was on purpose.
Okay.
It's very much on purpose.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
I was like,
Eddie's-
Cole, get out of that pool. Adi, how long are you gonna stand there?
Yeah, cool.
Eddie's gonna grab Cole and like, you know what? He'll
He's shaking
scoop him up
like a
and walk him off. Yeah, he'll scoop him up and carry him off.
All right, you being carried.
You don't
I'm
need to
like-
carry me. I'm fine. I
Well,
can walk.
Shush.
I can walk.
I'm gonna look
Just-
at.
Unless you're stopping him, he grabbed you and is carrying you, like the
I'm-
beautiful boy
I'm
that
gonna
you
look
are.
I'm gonna look at Oleg, and then look at West and Ariell. I was like, I'm guessing the way through the stairs is to apparently cleanse your sins or something. Oleg is not able to pass through the barrier or the stairs because he didn't go through the pool.
So what do you guys do?
Wes just is not happy with any of this at all.
That's not that bad, Wes.
He's just gonna look at Ariell, just like, fuck we do? What do we do?
Well, I don't know anything that just happened. So
Nope.
I'm going to look to them and say, do you all feel okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, fine.
I
and
suppose we should keep moving.
okay, let me say it again. I don't know if you're not listening. Oleg is not able to pass because he didn't go through the pool, but I was able to. I'm pretty sure Adi and Cole are able to. There's some kind of barrier at the stairs.
Okay.
Let me see them go through first.
Yeah, I already went through.
Could Cole possibly dispel it?
I can certainly try.
That is an option.
Addie will walk Cole over there and plop him down in front of the stairs.
Plop down.
to confess your sins, Ariell?
I refuse to subject myself to such dark means of purification.
It's not really dark. Confessing your sins. How is that not dark? How is that dark?
I sense a darkness from this.
Cole's gonna go over and just do base level dispel magic,
Okay.
which is level 3.
As you cast your spell, nothing happens. No roll.
it ain't gonna work.
We could go without you.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
try.
that idea.
I'm gonna try to go through it and see if anything happens.
Okay. As you same
Not
thing
the
with
pool.
Oleg. Can't. You can fly over the pool. You can walk around the pool. Sure, easy enough. But the barrier, it's just invisible. You don't sense it. You don't see it. You just can physically not move through. Like there's a solid wall.
Can Eddie go through it?
Addie, do you try to go through it? Oh my god, these connection issues, I swear. But for the sake of
What about Cole?
argument, both Cole and Addie can move through it.
Okay. Oleg's running and doing a cannonball into that pool.
All right.
I accept you.
Oleg, as you kind of dive into this pool and you sink further and further down, you hear all the whispers and screams, but nothing's coherent. You see yourself right in front of you. You step forward, it steps forward. You move your hand, it moves his hand, oppositely. Instinctually, you grab your blade, he grabs his blade. As you go in for an attack to test, he goes in for the exact counter that you know. And this continues on.
Okay.
And continues on. And then you see a pool of red all around. Everything is just spirits of faces moving through, screaming in pain. And you are in a pool of blood. What do you do? Oleg. What do you do, Oleg?
You know, I'm having phone trouble.
Oh, okay. Top in whenever you get. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good
Okay,
now.
okay.
The last I heard is that, you know, it was kind of mimicking me in the pool.
Yes. So you see another version of yourself mimicking you, and it almost looks like you're fighting it, and it knows every move you do, and it's countering your moves, and you're noticing the counters ahead of time, and you're predicting it, and then it just turns into a pool of red blood.
Okay.
And you're surrounded by the pool.
Okay.
So what do we do?
Swimming back up top.
As you try to swim up, nothing happens. You're making no ground.
And I'm able to breathe.
You're able to breathe.
And I take my sword out and try to chop my way, try to get up to the top. Nothing happened.
Correct. What else do you want to try?
I don't know. There's nothing there for me to see, or nothing there to fight.
Correct.
I'm just stuck under there.
You know what everyone said above. Does that influence any decision that you make? If you need a little bit of time to think, Wes, what do you do? Okay, Wes, what are you doing?
I mean, it's no way to pass without going in the pool. I guess Oleg just cannonball.
Yeah, you have a little bit of splashes of blood on you.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
Fuck it, then. If we can't move on without doing this, then fucking might as well. And he's gonna just step into the pool.
As you do, you kind of dive down. You see Oleg far away from you, and Oleg, you see Wes far away from you. As you both try to communicate with each other, you hear that in your head, and you hear the volume and the pitch. If it's a whisper or a yell, you hear it, but none of you can recognize the other ones communicating with them. West.
Oh no. Do you have something spicy for West?
What? Maybe.
Always.
You don't really see anything. It's odd. Like you're like, is this what I need to do? Okay. And then you hear a voice, a very familiar voice.
Oh boy.
So you're here too, mate. I meant what I said. I can give it back and you're whole again. But all this goes away. As you see, kind of rolls his eyes. You weren't able to pass like the winged one because you don't have a soul. It's mine. I can give it back. But we lose this.
But if we lose this, what happens to you?
I don't know. I don't even think I'm supposed to be here. And you see him acting odd. He turns around. I don't. and he kind of looks at his arms and it like presents them to you, and you see all the scorch marks and burns and lacerations on him, cuts and scars. I don't deserve any of this. What? And as he starts saying these things, you start these cuts, and you start seeing his hands get cut up, his chest get cut up, all these burns, stabs. And as he's saying this, it's almost like they're just re-ripping, they're reforming on him. After everything I've done for them, I don't deserve this! You get mercy and kindness. You get love. I don't. None of us did. And you don't know if he's talking to you or at you. What are you doing, West? I don't know if he can hear me. Oh no.
Reach out towards him.
You muted him.
I hear from Cole. Is there still an echo?
Did you
There
mute
is.
me?
Okay, yeah. Because there was an echo from Cole, but I hear you now. Okay, sorry. Yes. What are you doing? What are you saying?
Am I able to reach out toward him?
Yeah. You are able to grab him.
Okay, I grab him, and West is going to hold him in a hug. You say you're saying all this shit, and I don't understand half of it, but
I can't hear anything.
Sorry, Cole. Continue, West.
I don't understand half the shit you're saying sometimes, but all it does is just it makes me sad that you think you don't deserve any of this. You do. I think you do. And that's why I want to help you. I don't know what it is I need to do, but I want to help.
I don't know what it is either. I give in eons of time to kill that blasted beast and send it back. And all I get is nothing. No. Can't taste. I can't feel air on my skin. I've just been. I killed my mercy a long time ago. And he just looks at you, and you see a tear fall from him. Don't I also deserve love? And he just screams, "Don't I deserve love?" And you see a crack. None of the gods love. They take. Wes, what do you do?
He'll just say, fuck them. If the gods don't love, then fuck them. You're better than that. You do deserve love. Everybody does. It's just not fair that we end up in shitty situations where we're around people that won't, give us what we need.
You hear a very familiar voice. Oh, West. You shouldn't be here. The only way to get out is for you to confess. What is he trying to get you to confess? You can't do anything for him. Look at you, you're here. Why are you here? Why did you put yourself in this location? Why are you in danger again?
I need to help them. I just want to help.
You see a very familiar old woman's face. Can you? You can't stop what's coming. I don't want you to see you get hurt.
That's some bullshit right there. I don't believe you. I don't know what I'm supposed to believe from you anymore.
All I've been trying to do is protect you. If you stay here, you will be safe. If you have to suffer again, because you always choose pain, confess the one thing you know you can't do. It just disappears. And you are floating in nothingness. And just blood.
Oh.
You see the screaming faces. What do you guys do?
Oh boy.
Oleg, Wes, what do you guys do?
Can I summon that image of me again?
No. You can recall the memory of it, but it doesn't come through.
Okay.
As you do hear a voice in your head. As an old woman speaks. So, what motivates you? A coin?
Say again?
What motivates you? A coin. This old woman is speaking. How many?
And life.
Coin and what, sorry?
Coin and life.
They are after you. I don't think they'll stop. And she just disappears.
I want to live.
So you hear, as you say, I want to live, you hear in the back of your mind, then what is your sin?
Murder.
One more time? I couldn't hear it, actually.
Murder.
As you see Oleg float to the top, he's able to water walk since you casted the spell. Drenched in blood.
When I see all like drenched in blood, we're like, that makes sense.
Of course, you guys didn't hear it in the conversation down there, but
yeah.
But just the image of Oleg in blood is just like, that just makes sense.
That makes
Oh my
sense.
god, I didn't realize Cole's covered in blood and he's probably having a panic.
He's fine.
Ariell, Wes, what do you do?
I'm gonna wait for Wes to go.
Okay, Wes.
I just, as Wes is just speaking out, I just want to help people so that I could. They don't deserve to suffer. They don't deserve to die against things that they can't protect themselves from. I just want to save people from that. But I can't save them all.
As you feel that weight lift off you, you feel yourself become lighter and lighter as you emerge beyond the pool of blood. And since Water Walk has been casted on you as well, you are able to walk on top of it, drenched in blood.
Oh. Okay. I'll just walk to the other side and just wait.
Ariell, what do you do?
So, this is a problem, and I really don't like it. But if I am to play true to my character, Ariell is going to refuse to go into that bloodbath. Literally, the literal bloodbath. He is going to go to West and hand him 2 potions of regular healing and a potion of greater healing.
What are you doing?
As well as hold out potion of gaseous form and say, if you want this, you need a quick escape. Take this, it'll turn you into air, essentially, and you should be able to escape. I cannot go any further along this path with you. I will see if there's anything I can do on the surface with Atticus and possibly giving medical aid to the civilians above. Lord knows they'll need it.
I mean, if you feel you can't continue, then
I wish there were another way. But my convictions, I will not enter that bath.
okay. Just be safe.
You as well.
Those items being handed to you. As you guys make your way further down, we're gonna end the game there.
Oh.
God, I hate that so much.
So as you guys faced some sort of demon, saw that people were willing themselves giving to this, and you keep hearing the same repetition of the tomes you read above, what the angel said. There's a mention that whatever is happening here is for the sake of love, for the sake of those that are discarded and unwanted. You guys baptize yourselves in blood and confess your sin to yourselves. And there's more things down below, so we'll find that out next week. You can edit this, put it on Spotify and on YouTube. Please don't forget to check out our friends' stuff. All the links are down below. Take care of one another. Be safe. Don't forget to love each other. we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I